last one? Were you born in that last one? It was amazing, wasn't it? And I've been stuffing my face while watching it. Eating, watching the telly, watching the parade. Amazing. But how would you meet the king? What would you think? What would you have to do to try and meet the king? Because he's got this majestic thing, isn't he? He's royal, we're common. How do we meet the king? I've got a few ideas here of how we could try and meet the king. Some of them might work, some of them won't. But we'll try. I could try phoning the king. I'm like, hello, Charlie boy. I want to come and meet you. Do you think that would work if I rang Buckingham Palace and said, come on, Charles, it's time for me and you to have a chippy tea? It's not going to happen, is it? Charles is going to go, put the phone down. I'm probably not even going to get anywhere near Charles if I tried to phone him. Maybe I could write him a letter. I could again, dear Charles, I want to come and meet you. Again, I'll probably get a nice letter back, but I probably won't get a chance to meet Charles. There'll be too much in the way. Or I could be like this father to justice. I could try breaking in. I could try breaking in into Buckingham Palace, try and meet the king. What's going to happen? I'm going to be taken out by a guard, aren't I? I'm going to be thrown into prison. I'm not going to meet the king by trying to break in. It's not going to happen. I won't get anywhere near him that way. I might even get shot if I try to break in. We don't want that. I won't try and break in, don't worry. No, the only way that I will probably be able to meet the king would be...
If you get knighted.
If I get knighted, that is right, my friend. If he invites us in, if we've done something, like there was people that had done the Prince's Trust and had met King Charles, well, Prince Charles then, or we'd get knighted, we'd meet the king, he would have to come and invite us. Or another thing, he could come out to us. There were so many people shocked yesterday when suddenly the king came out to them. And he was like, hello, nice to meet you, thank you for coming. No, he probably didn't sound like that, but he went and he came out to them. Now that's just King Charles. But here's a bigger question. How can we meet God? God is even more holy than Charles. There's even more bigger barriers, more
Prince
majestic.
Andrew bummed me.
I'm sorry for that, sir, but I'm not even talking about that. How can you meet God? Someone more holy than Charles. There's a bigger barrier. Most people like this will try to earn it. Most religions say, be good, try and earn it. But actually, no religion can get there. Islam can't get there. Hinduism. None of us, this fella did. None of us can be good enough to make it there. But the question of Christianity isn't that. It says that God actually came to us. It said, in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. And the Word became flesh and dwelt among us. And we have seen His glory. The glory is only from the Son and Father, full of grace and truth. God became a man. Instead of us trying to reach God, which we can't, God came to us. And even though we can't live, and we miss His standard, and we were going to hell, God lives, Jesus lived a perfect life that we cannot live. He took our wrong on Himself, and He was punished. He was rejected. He was crushed. So that you could then have a chance to be made right with Him. You could have a chance to come to heaven. So this is how actually we can meet someone far more holier than Charles. Charles' life, he might be a king, but actually before the throne of God, he is just a man. And he is guilty before the throne of God. And Charles needs a saviour just as much as me. But the question is, has he met Jesus? Has Jesus paid for his sin? Will he be in heaven? I do not know. But we come on the street because we have found this. We have found that we have realized that we are guilty before the throne of God, but we have found forgiveness. We have found certainty of heaven. We have No, it's reasonable. Our faith is not blind. The tomb is empty. The disciples were willing to die for what they saw. If you don't believe that, you've got to have an answer for that. My faith is not blind, it's reasonable. But have you ever actually looked into this? Have you ever questioned whether it's true or false? This is why we come on the street, because we don't want anybody to go to hell. We have found forgiveness, we have found an answer to the grave, and we have found certainty of heaven, a way in, a route in, and this is why we come on the streets of Southport, because we love you, and we want you to have a chance to find that forgiveness. So that's why we come, and we're giving all these leaflets about King Charles, but we're wanting you to find a bigger king, not this king. We want you to find the king that has conquered the grave, the king that has done no wrong. This man has done wrong. You know history, you know the whole Diana stuff. This man has done wrong. But we need a greater king than this. But that greater king is Jesus. And he has conquered the grave, and he can conquer your grave. And this is why we're giving you these leaflets. This is why we offer you John's Gospel, because we want you to have a chance to find him. Thank you for listening.
Thank you.